Welcome to another installment of How Not to Play Rock Guitar. In this video, we're going to look at applications of the diminished scale. Well, really, we're just going to look at one application of the diminished scale, and I want to turn this into a series within a series where we're going to look at the diminished scale and different ways you can use it in a kind of rock and metal context, because there's already lots and lots of great videos on the internet about how to use this in a jazz context, and why let jazz players have all the fun. Let's start by learning the diminished scale. We're specifically going to focus on the half-whole diminished scale, because I don't want to have to say half-whole a lot. I'm just going to call that the diminished scale. So an alternating series of semitones and tones will make this scale up. So it's what we call a symmetric scale. Starting on C, which is fret 3 of the A string, let's play it along one string. So we'll play 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 15, like this. And I think the big misunderstanding with a lot of guitar players is that they just go diminished scale. You play it over a diminished chord, the end. Am I playing jazz fusion yet or what? Whereas we're actually missing out on a lot of the structure in there. So what we've got is, we've got the root, we've got the flat second, we've got the minor third, and the major third, so that's kind of interesting. We've got the tritone, also known as a flat fifth, and the perfect fifth. Then we've got a sixth and a minor seventh. So yeah, we do have a diminished triad lurking in there. We do have a half diminished chord and a diminished seventh chord laying in there, but we also have major and minor triads and minor seventh and dominant seventh triads. That's really, really interesting. Let's just focus on the C major triad. So we have this. You can then play that up the octave, so fret 5 on the G and the B and fret 8 on the B. Now, what's cool about this scale being symmetric is that those major triads, you can move them up 3 frets at a time through this. So we also have E flat major, G flat major, and A major. Let's pick out C major and G flat major, or F sharp major, because they are a tritone apart, and that's going to have a really cool character. So F sharp major I'll play here starting on fret 4 of the D string, then it's fret 3 and fret 6 on the G. Play the same shape starting on fret 7 of the B string. If we put them together, we get this. And that is going to work really nicely over C7. It's going to work really nicely over C7 sharp 9, the Hendrix chord, and it will work really nicely over a progression that kind of goes like C5, then D flat 5, and B flat 5. And that is where we're going to hear this. I'm going to play the guitar solo from the Ragdoll song Rust. I'm going to be on my guitar that's tuned down a whole step, so it's going to look like I'm playing everything up 2 frets to compensate for the tuning. You're gonna hear the solo that I recorded on the single, and then I'm kind of gonna change the ending so that I can get this triad pair in there. And it just gives you this really kind of interesting, unexpected, surprising sound at the end of the solo, like this. You can really just kind of get something that I think sounds unexpected. It's going to catch a listener's ear, and it's not just your run-of-the-mill blues, rock, or metal lick. It's really just a whole lot of fun. So try that one for yourself. The most important thing is that you try to make it your own. Try to work it into something you would be playing. If you're playing like a slow blues over C7, or if you're playing a thrash metal song using C Phrygian dominant or any other key, you can work this idea in there. And like I said, I want to turn this into a mini series. So let me know what you would like to hear in relation to the diminished scale, because it is such an amazing thing. It's not a main course, it's not even a side dish, it's just like a super spicy condiment that you can throw in. You notice I just threw it in right at the end of that solo. I didn't play the whole solo with the scale, I just use it as an extra little texture on the top. Thanks for watching, leave a comment below, and I will see you next time.